I say, whoa, now there, what's up, world? It's your boy, the Toothless Wonder, coming back with another video, you know what I'm saying? Man. I guess this really ends up just being another entry in my online YouTube diary. You know what I'm saying? I try to be very transparent without, I guess, putting myself in harm's way or, somebody could use against me. You know what I mean? Which I really don't, you know what I'm saying? I really don't care. um, Okay, so today I went to Baltimore to see about a CDL school since my solar panel uh, career doesn't seem to be flourishing, taking off the way I would expect. And I'm kind of used to that, you know what I'm saying? So, I feel whatever I feel and then I quickly move on. Okay, what I do next? Or what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Just trying to keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? So I go see them peoples, you know what I mean? They tell me what I gotta do. Now, around my way, they want you to have a learner's permit first, which I would need help obtaining that because I don't know nothing about nothing. But they'll actually help you get the learner's permit. But, I'll have to go in debt some more. And I guess, invest in yourself. I'm kind of somewhat, like, not if I can help it, but, whatever. I'll work on that tonight. But here's what I really wanted to talk about. So I had plans, I'm over across the bridge. I'll, utilize these various delivery apps to make a few dollars while I'm over there. Since I'm more over into civilization, as I like to call it, I live in a more rural area. But since I got through with the appointment early, I stopped past my old rehab. Since I'm a graduate of the most illustrious con, you know what I'm talking about? I'm able to come back, utilize services, which is no more than the weight room, talk to people, and get a free meal during mealtime. So I did that. It's not, I don't know, man. It's just, and every time I go back, other than one time, I've always felt like this, and I'm feeling like this too. And it just kind of hammered home this point where I'm just feeling real disconnected from most things or people, even though they ain't done nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not them. I realize it's me. But why am I feeling disconnected? Like, I walked in the spot, right, and I ain't did nothing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no bad blood or nothing. But I just felt I felt nervous. I felt anxious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of felt out of place. Seeing a couple of the homies, you know what I'm saying? It was love. You know what I mean? But then I'm like, man, I'm ready to get out of here, man. And maybe, it's just more of my past. Maybe that's what it was. So then I, ran to a few other homies outside, talked to them for a minute. And it's not them. But I just feel like, and it's not them, better than nobody, nothing like that. I just feel like I'm just on a different wavelength. So it's hard for me to connect with people from my past that ain't done nothing to me. And seemingly, anybody I encounter in regular life. You know what I'm saying? Which, as a human, I understand that we're prone to, desire, community, belonging, security, so on and so forth. But that's probably one of my most vexing areas of life is how deficient I am in that area. Now, mind you, I did my fair share of dirt I'm not proud of. And I did most of that in my early 20s. And then I guess the Most High gave me a bad conscience. So I do right by folk. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do you wrong. I don't want to manipulate you. I don't want to get over on you. Even if I see that I can, I have no desire to do that. I don't want to be known for that. That's not my heart. Like, I'm not going to, get over on somebody and then get by myself and like, yeah, that was great. I'm going to feel like crap. My head going to be hung low. You know what I'm saying? But in this social dynamic, I guess, that seems to be the law of the land. Eat or get eat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Eat or get eat. It's just not like, oh, I'm genuine. I got nothing but the best of intentions for you. And vice versa. And it's just, it just makes me like further withdraw from society. You know what I'm saying? Like Sunday was Father's Day. I stopped past one of my partner's house. Had some, I just gonna stop past, just, take a break from what I was doing, woo. And, hold on. I'm just gonna take a break from what I was doing. And as soon as I pull up, my other partner, which is his homeboy, they go way back further than I know him. He got arguing with his brother, and the whole harmonious cookout just turned to crap quickly. And he had to take other people home, and they went somewhere. And I'm like, I was like, man, I'm gone. Then the dude in question, he came up here. Seemed like he was nice and tuned in. You know what I'm saying? His son was there talking about him and his son got into it. Just craziness, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it just seemed like spiritually everyone's going backwards. Now, mind you, I go through my frustrations, questions, whatever. But from a behavioral standpoint, I'm intact. Like, I ain't just flipping out on, what I'm saying? Like, if I feel some type of way, I go up by myself and work it out or sift through it or whatever the case may be. But it's just like everybody's going backwards, man. And it's like not just the fall of Babylon as a nation, but the fall of the people and the people's souls in Babylon. And I'll be thinking, well, earlier on in my journey, and I'll be transparent, I'm like, I just want somebody to feel the kid, you know what I mean? Feel me, you know what I'm saying? Damn, all this talk, of course you gotta talk, but, everybody talk a good game. But feel the kid, like Tupac, feel me, you know what I'm saying? But then I thought again, I said, how's anybody gonna feel you if they ain't got no soul? You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like, let's say, as far as desires of the heart, let's put it that way, or maybe, going up the financial ladder, career, whatever. It almost seems like you gotta have a little bit of worldliness, rather, just to keep the defense honest. Because I swear, I ain't perfect by a long shot, but I be making sure I go about things the right way. Just so at the end of the day, I can say just that, you know what I'm saying? And like with the solar thing, interpersonally, I've tried so many different things that I forgot some of the stuff I tried, right? And it's like, as to this point, none of it's come to fruition. Case in point, before I got to the solar school, I had actually ran to a guy at the gas station. He was in a, company truck, whatever. So I take his car, woo de woo. I end up getting into a solar training under my own volition. And then as I graduated, I'm trying to work my different angles, right? So then he popped back in my head, so I reached out to him. I still had his number. So he hit me back maybe a couple days later. We talked about 10, 15 minutes. He's like, oh, yeah, I got you, man. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, bet. And then he said, of all the people that he's talked to about solar, I'm the only person who did their due diligence to put myself in a position or put forth any effort and work and right? So I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So he said, hit him up on LinkedIn. I did that. He hits me back like a week later. So I'm like, all right, then I sent him a message. He's never responded to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? Never mind, yeah. Never mind. And see, that's kind of my thing too. Like, all the information that I utilize for the most part, other than YouTube, I be having to find out. I be having to seek that information out on my own. Okay, my brain goes like this. What do I need to learn? And then attempt to learn it on my own. Because whenever I've been in situations where I need assistance, and we all need help, I get that. Or somebody, point me in the right direction. It never happens. And I'm wondering, like, as far as this whole journey here in this physical plane, I'm like, is it something I'm doing wrong? Doesn't mean it's not for me. But at the same time, I don't want to become so hard in that area that when help present itself, or assistance rather, that I just reject it because I ain't been getting none. But then when it seems promising, nothing happens. And I'm not going to keep hitting people up and, I'm on to something else, man. You know what I'm saying? And, I understand. I was listening to a brother on YouTube, and I'm a truth seeker by default. So I may not know the truth, but I damn sure like to believe I know the truth when I hear it. And he said, man, this is a lonely walk, and he ain't never lied. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be wanting to lead a country to be in a culture that where who I am as a human being, it's just more conducive, just more honored. And I can, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you ain't jugging and finessing, you ain't nobody. And somebody here, yo, like, yo, that's a good man right there. First thing they do is try to find a chink in the armor. Not, you know what I'm saying, steward that relationship or honor that particular individual. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy here. Like, we uplift those, like, let's take a King Von, for instance. He's very highly esteemed in the hip-hop community. But now all these interviews and documentaries come out about how a horrible individual he was. You know what I'm saying? But the proverbial good man, you know, in the sense of just, you know, certain morality, you know, certain attributes internally, externally, whatever. He gets no love, yo. So it's almost like you gotta keep a certain amount of worldliness in your back pocket just to keep the defense on. Like, I'm pretty much a cool, calm, collected guy. But I know when I go in society, I be real like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say on guard, but my spidey senses is up for somebody talking stupid. And the same brother who told me about, you know, the lonely valve was saying how he understands where people come from, so it really don't bother him. And it don't bother me either. But I'm at this point of I'm not tolerating no stupidity. And I address it right then and there. Not because I'm tough or nothing like that, but because I value me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not letting nobody get out on me. It depends. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, I'm having a good day, man. Go ahead, bro. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? La, 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 la. But then something like, I get stared at a lot, and I got insights for what that means. But I'm like, yo, what you looking at? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like I feel like I be having to address the demon head on, but then they say you're giving them energy. But I gotta give them some energy, I'm thinking, to let them know, you know what I'm saying? Because if not, man, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I just hate it here, bro. It's just, it is, man. It's just, I hate it here, bro. That's all I can say, cuz. You know what I'm saying? This is not no place conducive outside of the fake finance to any free-thinking, heterosexual black man. Yo, I said this in another video. I never thought I'd see the day when I wouldn't even find my counterpart, the black woman, even remotely attractive. Like one of them IG models, and some of them be bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say she's like, oh, I want to give you some, or whatever. I'm like, nah, I'm good, shawty. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to lay down with you because you're so ugly. You know what I mean? It's just, like, I don't even know if I'll even achieve an impression. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, just coming, I don't know, frustratingly nonchalant. Like, I'm just not caring. Like, I care, but it's just like, I can't put too much, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel so out of place here, bro. Like, I can't even formulate words to describe just how detached and disconnected I'm coming from society at large. That's why I really like living in the country. You know, space, peace. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of traffic. People jammed up on top of each other. You know what I'm saying? And I want to, like, go further in the country as far as, like, self-sufficiency. That was one of the reasons I attempted to get the solar cert. Now I can do it for myself or hook up my own panels. You know what I mean? But I just, like, and I just, it's very contrasting. Because I'm like, man, it seemed like the world or the Babylonian epicenter has just did a whammy on people's spirits, right? So I'm just assuming generally that everybody I run into in some way, shape, form, or fashion is of the world. So ain't no sense in talking to them, or I'd be cordial or whatever, but ain't no sense in getting to know them. Because everybody I kind of let on the other side of the fence, per se. They might have been good at first, but then, like, they'll end up, like, trying to cross me or something. And then I'll be, like, praying not to off them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like you desire a thing, but you don't see anything worth putting any semblance of effort into. know what I mean? Like, this is just a weird place, bro. Meanwhile, I see the Hispanics, families and, coming together, different groups of families working together. And I'm like, yo, that's so beautiful, yo. And I pose certain, like, solution based to, like, homies that I know who, do X, Y, Z, but everybody on their own thing, man, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you want to come together, but you can't because everybody got their own campaign. It's just, I don't know, man. And it would make stuff a lot easier, you know what I mean? Like, I put people in position. But I can't remember a time where everybody's throwing me an alley-oop or man, Cal, I think you be good for this, yo, or I put in a good word for you. And if they did, they would lie, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Just a quick one on being disconnected, man. And what's the remedy for it? I don't know. And then here it is. I may not be able to say it now, but it's probably a good thing. Because like I said, in a few instances where, I kind of, let people in per se, I never thought they would attempt to do the stuff they did. Granted, I kind of picked the move and got out of Dodge, but it'd be just like, it kind of make you not want to fool with people. But at the same time, you want to be like, yo, everybody can't be like this. But then when you look back on your experience, everybody was like that. And as we go deeper into this spiritual darkness, like, how many people are really putting in the work? I don't see a whole lot. Everybody just talking. You know what I'm saying? So brothers who ain't, like, the few brothers I do know that, are really putting in the work, if we run into each other on the phone, online, or whatever, then we get to chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Because now we got something to talk about. Because we understand one another. We can, iron sharpen iron kind of thing. But the average person, they just bumping their gums. They ain't about none of the stuff they talking about. Just, I don't know, bro. I don't know, maybe tomorrow I think I'm going to go to the beach. And not like one of them real ones where a whole bunch, I'm talking about one like in seclusion. And just exfoliate thine self. You know what I'm saying? I'm about due for one of them. And with that one, I'm going to sign off, y'all. Ooh.